everyone, I'm going to start off this purple glam makeup look by pulling my hair back, priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and then prepping my lips using the Glam Glow Fuzzy Mud Lip Mask to keep them moisturized. So, then I'm going to go in with the Tartelette in Bloom palette and the shade Flower Child. This is just a nice nude shade, just to sort of like plop on my lids before applying any other eyeshadow. This is going to help everything else apply much better. Then I'm going to go in with my Morphe 35T palette. This is an amazing, affordable palette. And I'm going to take the top shade on the right, just kidding, left. And I'm going to use a Sigma E35 brush to sort of blend this as my transition shade. This is going to help all the rest of my eyeshadows look a lot more smooth. And then I'm going to go in with the shade right below that. This is a really nice neutral brown. And I'm going to use a Sigma E25 brush, and I'm going to place this directly in my crease and then slowly blend it out. You want your darker colors of eyeshadow to be on the outer portion of your lid because that'll create depth. Whereas if you put it on the inner portion of your lid, it's going to close your eyes up, but we want to make them look nice and wide and open. Then I am going to continue to blend this out, and I'm going to use that bottom shade on the left with a Sigma E45 brush. This is a nice cranberry color, and it looks a little more ashy on camera, but I'm just going to place this in my outer V. And notice that I'm sort of like dabbing it on my lid, just dabbing and then slowly blending it upwards. I really want to keep this shade on the outer portion of my lid so that, once again, everything looks sort of like a gradient effect. So lighter on the inner portion of the lid and darker as you go out. But then I'm going to take the Sigma E35 and just blend it out a little bit more. There's no additional product on this brush. I just want to make sure that everything is blended. Then I'm going to go in with some tape and put it on the back of my hand so that's not extremely sticky, and place it at the corner of my eye. I should have done this at the beginning, but I chose not to so that I could get a little bit blended, and then when I place the tape on, it'll create a sharp edge.
So I just realized that I wasn't filming when I was putting my shimmery shade on my lid. So we're going to pretend that I haven't put my shimmery shade on my lid yet. And I'm just putting it on for the first time, okay?
Go in with this purpley shimmery shade. It's in the second column and it's the third one down from the top, and I'm going to place this on my lid. I do not want to take it any higher than my crease. I'm just placing this on my lid and sort of like making a clean line, sort of carving out my lid. And then I'm going to go back in with that Sigma 25 brush, and then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek shadow in the shade Bitten. This is my favorite cranberry color, and I'm going in with the Sigma E25 once again, and I'm just placing this in the upper outer part of my crease. I don't want it to be really harsh or too light. I want this color to show, so that's why I'm placing in the upper part of my crease, and then I'm blending out with the Sigma E35 brush to make sure that there's not just like a clump of shadow anywhere, because that's not cute. Then in the first row, the fourth shadow down in that same Morphe 35T palette, I'm placing this more pinky rose gold shadow on my lid because I wanted it to be a little bit brighter and a little bit brighter of a pop on the center of my lid. And then I went back in with the purpley shade and went over the pink one. And the best feeling in the world is peeling this tape off. Let me tell you, girl, it feels so good, and it feels so good to see that sharp line. And now I'm praying for my winged eyeliner because you guys know it's normally a struggle. I am using the Stila Stay All Day Black Waterproof Eyeliner, and what I'm doing is lining my lid and then doing the wing, and then I realized that I was like, girl, this ain't happening. So I tried it on the other lid, once again, tracing my eye, and then creating a line connecting the outer V to my lid, and then connecting that line to my lid and filling it in. And this one wasn't perfect, but I liked it a lot more than the other eye. So I took a Q-tip with some makeup remover and just erased the wing part of it, rather than taking off all of my eyeshadow. And once again, I tried, and my wing was just way too flat. So I was like, ugh, third time's a charm, right? So I once again went in, did the wing, and finally I was successful. It wasn't perfect, but makeup, we all make mistakes, and we really just have to learn like what works best for us, especially with eyeliner. So to make my eyeliner sharp enough to cut somebody, I just went in with an e.l.f. eyeliner brush and some makeup remover just to help sharpen up my wing. And then I added a little bit more of the shimmery shade onto my lid to make sure that it didn't lose its intensity when I was putting my eyeliner on. And I did have a little bit of fallout, so I just wiped that off. And then I went in with the Marc Jacobs Undercover Coconut primer. I love this as a hydrating base before I put on my foundation. Then I went in with the Benefit Professional to help minimize my pores and my nose and chin area. And you always want to put a primer on because it helps create a layer in between your face and your foundation, so it won't clog your pores as much. Then I took the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the matte and poreless version in the shade 112, and it looks like it does not match my skin, but I promise it definitely does. And I'm using a Sigma F80 brush to help blend this out. And I'm just buffing it into my skin, and I used about like 2 layers of this just to make sure that my skin was looking flawless. And then I'm using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. I did dampen it to help make sure everything is blended. Then I'm using the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. Oh my gosh, this is definitely one of my favorites right now. And I'm using it to highlight my face, cover up any dark circles I have, and any little blemishes. And then I'm using the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge once again just to help blend that out. This is my favorite way to blend out my concealer. And if you struggle with blending out your concealer, I definitely recommend trying this or a beauty blender. It'll make a world of a difference. So I'm going to take the Coty Airspun powder and use it to bake my skin using my beauty blender, Real Techniques sponge, whatever you want to call it. And it's damp, so it'll really collect the powder. And then instead of baking it for a long time, I really just wanted to blend it out because I do have dry skin. So I'm just using a brush to help blend that out. And this is an amazing powder. It's definitely a hidden gem that I found at Walmart. Then I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe to fill in my brow, and the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to set them.
Okay, so we're going to pause this video for a quick moment to talk about eyebrows. So eyebrows are something that I've struggled with a lot because I have this really weirdly shaped, round, big, chubby eyebrow, and I don't want to pluck it all out because I know that I will just epically fail miserably and then I'll really regret it for the rest of my life. So, I know that I'm not very good at filling in my eyebrows, so I'm not going to pretend like I am. And I'm going to put that out to you guys. So if you have any brow suggestions, like how to do them, comment below. This is an open channel where everyone makes mistakes. So, yeah, let's get back into the video and ignore my brows.
Getting back into the video, I'm taking the Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'm going to use the shade Fawn to contour my cheekbones. And for my brush, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Small Angled Contour Brush. This is an extremely precise brush, and I'm doing the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, and my jawbone, whatever you want to call that, jawline. And I'm going to use a Sigma F40 brush to blend this out. You could also just use this brush to contour, but because I want my cheekbones to be really, really sharp, I use the e.l.f. brush instead. And to blend it out even more, I'm using the Sephora Pro brush number 55. Now for the exciting part. Oh my gosh, I was so excited to use this. This is the Marc Jacobs The Bronze brush. It's so big and so soft. Then I'm going to take the Hourglass bronzer in the shade Luminous Bronze Light, and notice that I'm tapping off the excess because this brush does not collect any of the product. It just deposits it straight onto your face, which is amazing because you'll use less product. And then I realized that I completely forgot to blend out my jawline contour, so I did that. Now I'm going in with the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in the shade Fetish using a Sigma F10 brush. And it was a little bit intense for me, so I just blended out with a clean brush. For the best part of the video, I'm taking the Anastasia highlighters in the shade Starlight and Riviera. I'm placing Starlight using the Anastasia A23 brush on my cheekbones and my nose because it's such a beautiful icy shade. And then with the shade Riviera, I'm using it almost as a blush topper. I'm applying this shade to my apples on my cheeks using the Pointed Crease brush by Crown Brush. I just love how flimsy this brush is. It just sort of like makes the highlighter look really nice and soft. Now to make my highlighter look even more melted into my skin, I spritzed my beauty blender with some MAC Fix Plus, and that just really helps everything melt together. Yes guys, I am curling my eyelashes. I know, it's crazy for me to do that, but now I'm applying some YSL Baby Doll mascara. Love the way that this mascara separates my lashes, and then my dog just decided to pop in out of nowhere. What's up, dog? And then I'm taking that brown shade that I used in my crease at the beginning of this look on a Sigma E15 and blending this on my lower lash line. This is going to create balance, and then once again using that mascara to coat my lower lashes. Now I'm taking the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Soft Lilac, but I applied a little bit more of the lip mask before because I have extremely dry lips. And putting liquid lipstick on is a struggle, but I managed to do it okay. And then I completely forgot to highlight my brow bone on my inner corner, so once again I used the Starlight shade. And now I'm taking a bath in the MAC Fix Plus because I just love this stuff and how dewy it makes my skin. And then to finish off, I use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this purple glam look. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!
Life happens, everybody. I'm not perfect. If I could do eyeliner, I'd be pretty damn close, though. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. It's highlighting time.